HooHooHooRobin.
All right, Anthony, we got to get into the Dice Mohr fight. This probably, I didn't eat dinner last night. I didn't get to work out last night. I didn't get to watch TV. Nothing, because I was dealing with the Dice Mohr fight all the way up until 2:30 in the morning when Dice called me after the detectives talked to him.
Now, I got to tell you something. This thing is escalating. It started quickly. Jay Mohr was on Conan O'Brien a couple of nights ago. He used the term yam bag. Now, if you listen to this show, Dice came to this show a while back and used the term yam bag. We've adopted it. We love it. It's funny. Everyone that's on the show uses the term yam bag when you're describing the scrote, because in some contexts we can't use the scrote. So we use yam bag. Describes what you're talking about. So Jay used it on Conan. Conan questioned it, like, what? And Jay starts going, yam bag, oh, like Dice. And going, now it's mine. Now it's mine, he says, in the Dice voice. Dice calls up yesterday when Jay's on the phone, just pissed off as all hell, yelling at Jay for ripping him off, ripping off yam bag. And then he just starts going into other things that they argued about, club appearances and whatnot, birthday parties. It got ridiculous. When you think that the situation this country's in right now, that Dice is pissed off at the use of yam bag, I'm astounded.
Well, yeah, this whole fight started because of one word.
What? Yam bag.
This is the great yam bag war. Yeah, this is the yam bag fight that you're about to hear. So, yeah. Quickly after the show, I talked to Dice for well over an hour on the way home.
Yeah.
As soon as I got home, the phone was ringing, and now I'm talking to Jay. Jay tells me he called the cops on Dice. This is all dead serious, man.
The police were called.
Jay is claiming, and I got to be careful with my words, that
he's alleging
that Dice said that he would blow him up into little pieces, which wouldn't be the coolest thing to say under the current circumstances, obviously.
Blow him up into little pieces.
So now Dice is, Jay's claiming...
I'm a terrorist!
Yeah, Jay's claiming that Dice is a terrorist.
Oh!
Dice, in turn, is really pissed off because Jay told him to die and get in a coffin.
Osama Dice Laden.
Also, he's really pissed off that Jay was using the word Jew and Heeb.
He was saying, because Jay was on yesterday with Dice on the phone, and Jay kept... Dice was interrupting Jay time and time again. So Jay finally turns around and just goes, hey, why don't you admit you're a Jew? I don't know where that came from, but Jay felt he had to throw that into the mix. Maybe to try to shut Dice up. I don't know.
There was a little chuckle, though, because I'm talking to Dice well into the night. No exaggeration.
Yeah.
And he would have talked another 2 hours, but he got a beep, and the beep was a detective calling Dice to get his side of the story. I'm dead serious, man. This is no radio bit. But while I'm talking to Dice, I'm flipping around the TV, and there is the True Hollywood Story with Andrew Silverstein.
Yeah, I saw that last night, too. I saw a piece of that.
I'm laughing. I'm like, man, you're on the TV. I'm talking to you on the phone. And then
what TV show?
And then I go, Dice, why did you allow them to film you right after you woke up one morning? You know what? The one interview where he's there with his wife?
He's all puffy and sleepy, and his hair's all like...
it's so obvious he either just woke up or he's on heroin. So I go, Dice, why would you allow a film crew to come into your house when you first wake up? Because this is going to be on TV for the next 10 years. And at the time when that first aired... we didn't have the relationship with Dice where we got the pleasure of meeting him and stuff.
Yeah.
So my first thought was, oh my God, what happened to Dice?
What happened to Dice? I'm on the smack.
Yeah, now he's just he's in bad shape. But then we get to meet him, and you can it's obvious that he's fine.
Right.
But he goes, no, but I think everybody assumes that I just woke up. I'm like, I don't think so. I think people are thinking, what the hell's wrong with Dice in that shot?
He did. He looked like he just woke up.
His eyes are all puffy. And
he's all puffy. Well, you put yourself out there.
Yeah, it doesn't really, he's not really talking much. He's a little disoriented. So it was quite a night, Anthony.
I was bedazzling my jacket all night. I was up late with the studs.
Then I'm out cold, and the phone rings at 2:30 in the morning, and it's Dice. He's like, "Why are you sleeping?" I'm like, "Dice, I'm not in L.A., man. It's 2:30 in the morning."
What are you doing? No, I look at the clock.
Right.
It's like 11:30.
Which means I was asleep for at least, I don't know, 3 hours at this point.
What's the matter with you?
So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of threats going on.
My favorite out of yesterday, not even the Yambag stuff, not the stuff of why Jay didn't do the Westbury Music Fair show with Dice.
Well, Dice explained that. He was trying to build something cool.
Right.
But he needed Jay to do the Rascal shows with him, which is a smaller club and a great club down there in Jersey. And then they were going to bring it to, like, Westbury. And then after that, they were hoping, to bring it to some of these arenas.
I don't know. Well, Jay's explanation seemed okay to me. Like, he goes in and does Rascals himself.
Now you're taking sides.
I'm not taking sides. I just listen to Jay's arguments on everything. And my favorite one, like I was saying, is the birthday party. I went to your birthday party. You're a creep. You didn't even show up. And then Jay explained that.
Oh, by the way, that guy who threw the birthday party, he's calling in today.
Is he calling today, too? Got the whole birthday party controversy over with. You didn't even show up at your own birthday party.
I have a feeling this is just the beginning, my friend, of a very long day. Let's start the tape. You got to hit it from here. So, Anthony, without further ado, this is what went on. This is what went on late in the show yesterday. So I'm assuming a lot of people missed this. Jay was on the phone to promote his benefit show at the Beacon Theater this Sunday. We're all going with Stephen Lynch and Mike DiNicola.
Great show, great cause.
We were talking about his appearance on Conan O'Brien and other things, him on The Weakest Link. And I think we picked up the tape when Dice called, right?
Yeah.
What?
It's like 1 minute with Jay when he first calls, and then Dice calls in right away.
All right, here we go. Let's hit the tape. Jay Mohr, what's up?
Gentlemen, how are you?
There he is.
I'm a little distracted right now because I called last break, and it was about a 7-minute break, and then my wife and I made some bacon, and she's actually standing on her head right now.
Oh, trying to get the pregnant thing going.
Oh God, it's impossible to get your wife pregnant is impossible. Every other girl you bang on the road, they get pregnant in 2 seconds, and you got to bury them in the woods someplace.
Oh, God. A la Norton.
Hey, wow, well, why wasn't that line on Conan O'Brien last night?
Yeah, might as well have been. Yambag, now it's mine!
I think that line would have killed on Conan last night. What do you think, Jay?
Well, you know what? Hindsight is always 20/20, isn't it, gentlemen?
Where's the lovely Nicole? Is she all right with you telling
She's literally on my bed, standing on her head.
You're all right with, she's all right with you telling the world that you have a low sperm count and you guys are trying to, get pregnant?
Yeah, because it doesn't make her any less hot. It just makes me look like an idiot.
Right.
I have the sperm count of a dog that's been hit by a car on the 15 freeway on the way to Vegas, and no one picked it up yet.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Yo, Jay, you try icing the Yambag down? You can put a little ice on it. I heard that.
Mine are already so small, if I iced them, they'd be the size of chiclets. I can't afford to have my nads get any smaller. Not my crank.
That Dice.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, there goes that story. Yeah, there goes that story, and there goes you.
That's what I figured.
What was that about, creep?
Uh-oh. What's wrong, Dice?
Yeah, he knows what I'm calling about.
What?
What was that about? Don't be stupid. Let me finish the story, Dice, and I'm going to talk. Don't tell me what you were going to finish. I'm going to finish you.
I want to know what he said.
Then why'd you put him on the line, stupid? I had to wait on hold.
All right, hold on.
I put him on.
All right, hold on. Let me...
Like I pushed the buttons, Jay Mohr.
All right, Jay, go ahead. Finish your story.
Oh, that's going to make him twice as mad, too.
Finish the story.
Great.
Hold on. Dice.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
You know what's wrong, and he knows what's wrong.
What?
You know?
What? Jay?
What happened?
Jay,
Yeah, what was that about last night?
on Conan O'Brien?
What, Jets?
Jay, he's a good friend of the Opie and Anthony show, and
I know what he is.
and to show his love, he used one of our terms, Yambag.
I think it was an homage.
It was an homage to the Opie and Anthony show. Of course, everyone knows that we came up with the term Yambag.
No, I let you guys slide. Now, you know why? You know why I let you guys slide?
Why?
Because you promote my shows. I got no reason.
to let him slide.
But
Where are you playing? I'll tell everyone I see today.
But he didn't steal the line, man.
Yeah, he stole the line, and he knows he stole it, and he knew he was going to use it.
He didn't steal it from you.
Man, you know you're out of the show
that's
business
a creepy
loop.
move, Jay. I don't go for that stuff.
You know when you're out of the show business loop, you got to call radio shows to say you stole my line.
That whole stupid bit about the sperm banks that I got on album number 2 already.
Oh,
and then you're using my newer lines because you had nothing to say. What was that about?
What newer lines?
And you come to the store like a real jerk off and go, oh, you're going on? I want to watch it. I didn't know you wanted to record and use the stuff.
First of all, I go on before you out of respect.
Yeah, you go on before me because I let you go on.
If I'm not going to be able to talk.
Jay Mohr shows up at the Comedy Store. I want to go on, and the owner's going, who is he? You know? I go, he's the guy that plays Gilligan in most movies.
What the hell is
Jay Mohr. I don't go for that, Jay.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, why don't you tell me what
Don't play the tough guy routine.
I'm not going to talk unless I have a chance.
All right, good. All right, I'll let you talk because that pisses me off. I don't want people going on and
you need
using my
freaking
stuff.
medication. You can't control yourself to not talk. First of all, I go on in front of you at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I know why you go on in front of me.
You can't help yourself. You are so hungry for fame because you're so far out of the loop that this is the only chance you get to tap dance for America.
Oh, please, Joe. You know, stop. You come to the store, you're an ass kisser.
Oh,
Don't tell me my chance for fame like people know who you are. Please. You're the Gilligan of movies. Well, what are we talking about here? That's who you are.
I'd rather be a Gilligan in movies.
You know what? You know what? It's good that you'd rather be a Gilligan because I would never settle for being a Gilligan.
You're done with Dice.
I could work circles around you. I knew you were a creep when you booked the Bad Boy show and then canceled out Rascals and just were going for the Westbury gig so you could then continue with the Caroline's gig.
What?
I knew you were a creep then. I knew you were a creep coming to the Comedy Store trying to pick up on any chick coming out of the bathroom. I knew you were a creep then.
I'd love to explain to you guys what he's talking about.
Okay?
All right.
Don't be a big shot with me.
Dice,
Comedy Store.
Dice, I want to hear what Jay has to say about that.
No, he went on. He did my material. He knows he's wrong, and he's trying to.
You don't let Jay. You're not letting Jay. You're not letting Jay talk. You're not letting Jay talk.
This guy didn't even show up to it.
Dice, you're not letting Jay talk.
No, wait a minute. Then I'll let him talk.
Christ.
This guy, let me tell you something. He's got a friend out in L.A. He's a terrific comic, Ralph May. Okay? So he throws Jay a birthday party and invites me to it. And I showed up not for Jay because Ralph was nice enough to invite me. Okay? Jay doesn't even show up for his birthday party from his best friend. They tell me he's got a big studio meeting. But yet his manager was there, his agents were there. All of a sudden, studio meetings are being done without the star's representatives there. He's a friggin' creep, this guy.
Did you just call me a star?
Yeah, you're Gilligan. Gilligan was a star in his own right.
Now let Jay talk.
No, he did the wrong thing, and he won't cop to it, and he thinks he's going to be a big shot, but when he comes toe-to-toe with me, he's going to crumble, and he knows it. Well, until he sees me, we'll see what a big shot he is then. Otherwise, guy talk.
The birthday party that was thrown for me.
Yeah, you know about the birthday party.
Christ.
What about your friend Ralph May?
Put Dice on hold.
About how you snubbed him and didn't show up to your own
party. All right, Dice, hold on. Because I can't. Jay can't.
I can't take him because he's so ridiculous and he's so retarded. Ralphie May told me I'm having a barbecue, and he told my wife, who's here, that guy could put you on the phone with her if you'd like, and I don't think she has any reason to lie to you guys.
No, go ahead.
He said, why don't you come on down, I'm having a barbecue. On his own, he started to tell everybody it was a birthday party for me. He called Dice and invited him. I have had conversations with Ralph. It's Ralphie, not Ralph, by the way. Ralphie May, since then, it wasn't a birthday party. He just said that to get people to go. He was the dummy, not me.
Right?
Second of all, the Westbury Music Fair, I was honored to work with Dice at Westbury Music Fair to open for Dice out of a show of respect.
What was last night? Was last night a show of respect? Why'd you cancel Rascals last night? Was that a show of respect?
I was just about to say it, you jerk.
You're an opportunist. You're a jerk-off guy.
You're a heeb, and
that's what you are.
Yo, they're both Jewish, right?
No, they're not both Jewish. Stop. Look.
What do you call me?
You guys, I was just about to tell you what happened with Westbury, but I couldn't.
I want to know.
I know. What happened with West? What happened? Hold on. Hold on. I got What happened at Westbury?
Westbury Music Fair, I agreed to do with Dice.
Right.
For Dice, not for the money, because it was less than what I would normally get if I did it.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I also want you to do Rascals. I said, definitely on Westbury, no on Rascals. Because why would I open for you at Rascals when I could sell out 20 shows in a row there by myself? You guys understand that?
All right, sure.
I'm on the road. I check my messages. I get a message from Club Soda Kenny saying, Jay, we need an answer now. It's all or nothing. So I say, thanks for making it easy for me. It's nothing.
Uh-huh.
That's what happened.
Okay. All right.
So you tell me where I'm the big shot here.
Back to Opie. All right. Back to Dice. I heard Jay's explanation of why he didn't do Rascals and Westbury, because he was given the all or nothing
I want to hear
ultimatum.
about last night. Forget about that. That's
No, because you were proven wrong.
What's that?
I just proved you wrong. So now
You
you're
just proved me wrong. You're a scumbag. What are you talking
I'm
about?
a scumbag. Look in the mirror. Look in the
One of
mirror.
those little opportunist weasels. You know, Jay, you're going to run into me, and you're not going to be a big shot. I can promise that to you.
I get in the coffin.
Oh, my God, yo.
You know what you just did? Sealed your own. I put it to you that way.
Defending myself.
That's why you're saying I get in a coffin.
Dice, you
got nothing to say.
Dice, he pretty much had an answer for what you were saying. I just want
He
to know.
had no answer. He went on a show. He did material that's not his. You know what I mean? He's a little kiss-ass.
He did your voice,
He comes to the comedy store trying to pick up anything coming out of a girl's bathroom.
Yeah,
remember
better than
me?
coming out of the
I was
men's room.
Gilligan to Tom Cruise in that movie. Remember?
Jesus
The
Christ.
problem is that I'm Gilligan now.
You come meet me, Jay, and you talk to me face to face like that. Let's see you be a big shot then.
Yo, Dice, he gave
I
you
want to
props
see when
for
you
your-
show up at the store again. Because I'm telling you, that's where I'll be. You come meet me now, and you say what you're saying on the radio.
You know what? I
want to see that happen.
I can't even get my point across because you're going to
You
screw
have
me.
no point.
He just made a
I
couple of
just
good
proved you
points.
wrong.
He made a couple of good
You're
points.
wrong with anything. You're a zero. That's it.
Then why are you calling to call me a
Because
zero
I'm
if I'm
pissed
such
off
a
when a
zero?
zero goes on
When you
and
go
does my
cartoon.
material. That's why. When you go on a show and do my material, that's wrong,
Your
and you know
material?
it, and you're trying to defend something that you can't defend.
I said this
But
is
if you want to tell me die and get in the coffin, you come. You know where I'm at. I'll be waiting for you. Believe
Now
me.
he's gonna hang up.
And you're going to have to walk into me. Believe me. And that's
that
a
would be the
problem
first
you don't
place I
want
go,
in your life.
Because with this energy between us floating around, I would have to confront you to talk to you face to face.
You will have to confront me, believe me, and I want to see if
No,
you
I just
can look
agreed
me.
with you.
I want to see if
I
you can
just
stand with
agreed
me
with you.
with nobody around.
I just agreed with you.
You stand with me with nobody around, and you tell me die and get in a coffin. And then we're going to see what happens. And then we're going to see who's in the coffin. We're going to see what a big shot you are. You don't scare me. You ain't nothing to me. Believe me.
Dice, it seems
Maybe you could pick on the girl from the from Regis's show. You know, pick on that girl.
Can you get
I
on
want to see
Regis
you
ever?
I want to see you stand with me like a man, which you're not. You know, and tell me what you just said on the radio. I want to see you do that to me.
I think I hit a sore spot with Dice.
Hey, you didn't hit a sore spot.
Hey, Dice.
You did the wrong thing.
Dice.
You don't cop to it once again. That's
No, I
why
did.
don't
I just
respect you.
explained it, and you're not addressing
You know what I
it.
mean? Stick to being Gilligan's in film. Don't get on a comedy
Why you guys
stage.
jumping
and
in
don't
here?
do
Hey,
that.
I'm trying. Hey, Dice, you didn't hear that he said, "Hey, I'm Dice, Yambag."
What'd you say?
You didn't hear him say, "Yeah, I'm Dice, Yambag," like he was doing an impression of you when he said then said Yambag.
Oh. Well, maybe I get the wrong idea. You know what I mean? Sometimes, a mistake. I didn't even see the thing. You know, it's my misunderstanding.
Westbury,
Hey, Jay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean nothing by that.
I'm sorry.
I accept.
We got off to a bad start.
Club Soda Kenny called me and said it's all or
You know what I
nothing.
mean? Jay, you got to accept my apology now.
I did, but you don't listen.
No, I'm sorry. It's all my mistake. You know what I mean? Maybe I got a little out of control. I lose my head. I got a bad temper. You know what I mean? You know, Joey Breed is coming around. This one, Tommy Smith is telling me everything going on, and you know, and then you got to say this. Because I'm over here now. I wasn't over there when you did the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear my explanation about Westbury Music Fair?
You know what? It's my mistake. It's my mistake. I should have had you do that show. You know what I'm saying?
Why would I open for you at a comedy club that I could headline myself?
Because it was all part of what we were trying to put
But that
Together,
hampers
but you're
me,
not a
because then when I
team
want to
player.
go
You're not
back
that
into the
kind of guy,
comedy club, no
understand?
one's going to come because they just saw me with you.
No, exactly.
It's business.
I know that.
You
We
have,
come and see you.
when you
I
have
know.
Kenny call me and say
my
all or
mistake.
nothing, you make
you
a
know, I
decision
get off
for
the
me.
handle. You know what I mean?
All right, listen.
You know, we got to let certain things go in this world. I didn't know you did the impression. Let me hear how you did it.
Gambag, now it's Maine.
Hey, scumbag, that's not even the way I say it. You didn't do that as me, you did that as you. So people took that as your material, and you know damn well that was my material.
Gambag, I said.
That's right. What are you, the Milton Bowl of the 2003s?
We have the
Is that
tape.
who you are now?
Hold on, we have the tape.
We have the tape, Dice, if
Let
you
me
want to
hear
hear
this
it.
tape. I want to hear this.
Here it is.
If both Jay and Dice can be quiet for a second, we'll play this for you.
Oh,
all right?
yeah, I'm the problem.
Okay, here we go.
Excuse me, I'm the problem. You're everybody now.
All right, hold on.
Hold on.
Here's
Listen,
the tape
listen to
from
me.
I
Conan
heard he was
O'Brien.
wearing the sparkle jacket.
No, he wasn't.
Here it is.
Here's the tape
You
from
got
Conan.
great.
I wear the sparkle.
All right, shut up. Shut up.
All right, go ahead.
Here we go.
Let's say I have 11 in the entire yam bag. What did you just say? What did you just say? I said, Conan. I said, let's say I have 11.
That's not the part I'm asking about.
I forgot. In the entire yam bag. Now it's mine. I sound like Dice. Yam bag.
Dice is watching going like, this is too blue.
There you go.
See that, Dice? A yam bag.
No, he didn't even say it right. You know, if you're going to steal, you got to do it right. You didn't do it right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
The way
too
you
much
said your
applause.
bag was very weak.
too much applause.
Just because that accent on the M
people
and
are listening
accent
to the
on
air conditioner going on.
the Jam bag.
You're both talking at the same time.
What's new?
Jam bag.
When people
Say that.
you shouldn't do it all the
That's like
time.
saying to a chick, would you like a little dessert, maybe a little cream brolode?
See, now,
You
Dice,
see what I mean?
you do your Christopher Walken impression, and everyone knows Jay Mohr was pretty much the first person to do the Chris Walken impression.
No, he wasn't.
No?
Peter Dobson did it first. He got that whole thing going.
Who's that?
I don't
I
even
mean,
know what it is.
he's an actor that could do Chris Walken.
Oh, you know what? When I was 20 years
He
old,
does
in
a good
comedy
Chris
club, I was hanging
Walken.
out with a lot of actors.
What's that?
I don't even know who the guy is.
Yeah, so what? So you're supposed to know everybody?
That you just made my own point for me. You're suggesting I stole walking too? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Luca Palanca does a better walker than you.
Who?
Luca, he knows who it is.
Who?
Even Ralphie May does a good walking. But you don't know him either, right?
No, I don't know who Ralphie May is.
All right. Well, look.
I gotta say, I think Jay does the best walking I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
well, he didn't do the best jam bag.
I'll give you that.
All right, I think we can all
All right,
agree.
Dice, you do the best yam bag, and
That's
Jay,
right. I do the best jam bag, my
and Jay
friend.
does the best walking.
Dice, do
How's
a
that?
little. Dice, do a little walking. Hey, I'll answer you.
All right. I ask you about are there any girls, and then you say yeah, and then I say the other line.
All right, go ahead.
All right, you ready? I got to stand up.
All right.
All right, you watching?
Yeah.
All right. Are there any babes?
Yeah.
Then let me in. See what I mean?
That's awful.
That's without rehearsing.
But that's awful.
All right, listen, we have to end the show, believe it or not. Oh, look at the time. Jesus Christ.
Maybe we could continue this tomorrow.
Well, maybe.
All right.
All right.
Jay, are you a game for tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Dice.
Yeah.
Are you going to be at my show at the Beacon?
Yay, you finally got a show off after 25 years. Good for you.
Hey,
Doesn't
Jay,
make any sense.
it's a benefit, Jay. And
I wanted to
Dice.
see how many jokes you're going to see of yours.
It's all right, Jay. I'm going to be waiting for you. Don't worry.
All right.
We're going to straighten this out, just me and you, with no radio,
All right,
with nobody watching.
You
We're
know
gonna
what, Dice? The Ralphie May thing.
You see, because I'm not going to
You
forget
throw
the
somebody's
Crawford line,
birthday party,
Jay. You understand?
You're supposed to
I'm not going
tell.
to forget that. I want to see you say that to me. So I'm going to forget about the Ralphie May thing. I'm going to forget about the...
All right, we'll fade them out. All right, and that's
Oh, my
kind of how
God.
the show ended yesterday. We had to fade out to end,
Yeah.
and that's where we're at today. Whew. Detectives were called. I know there was some chuckling in there, but
Yeah, I
then
think
it got
there was-
serious again, and,
Yeah.
and Jay felt threatened, so he called the cops. Detectives went to his place, and then the detectives called Dice to get his side of the story.
And Dice still wants to kick the crap out of Jay if he ever sees him. And Jay figures, well, I got to defend myself, so when I see him, I guess I got to take him out. And that's where we're at today.
There were some just classic lines in there. When Dice said that he was saying Yambeg all wrong, Jay goes, what, too much applause?
That was a great line. That's a really good line. Paul, what's up?
Dude, cringe radio at its finest right there.
Yeah.
I hope they're not setting you up.
No, because they're definitely not setting us up on this one.
Yeah, I would hate to think so. Remember Paul Bond from Airsick coming in? Chocolate starfish, Jay! Chocolate starfish! You stole it, Jay! And then Opie punched him in the face.
Yeah, I don't feel like punching Dice in the face.
Why you want to go and punch me?
Right.
Okay, now there's a problem.
Hey, Jay really called the cops?
Yeah.
That's what we're hearing.
Yeah.
Faggot. What a faggot.
Well, he said that he was going to blow him up to bits, allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
You could ask Jay when he comes in a little later on the show. Okay?
Yeah, I want to hear this.
All right, douches.
All right, bye.
All right, douches.
And really fast, Kevin, what's up?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey.
Dice is all pissed off at Jay Mohr for stealing Yambag. I heard Hanson wants to kick Dice's ass for stealing Mbop.
No, it's Bop! Bop!
Hey, yeah.
All right, Kevin, thank you.
All right.
So there you have it. We'll see what happens today, okay?
Bop! Bop, 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 bip! Bop! Oh! Bop! Hello again, hello. Just called to say, bop. Bring it on home, you rip-off little faggot. Bop! Hey, the kids don't sing. What's the matter? The little blonde one's ripping me off. I play the drums, too. I am bag. Oh! Sing it, faggot. Bop! Bop! They're ripping me off.
We have to take a break, Ant.
Let's take a break.
Well, I'm a little distracted because Dice is on the phone.
Oh, boy.
We want to know what the hell's going on.
Ah, Jesus.
Mr. Mohr.
I was wondering what the over-under was going to be when I came in here before Dice got patched through. So I'm glad I took the under.
You took the under?
Dino, you owe me $5,000.
I think everyone knows that there's a little problem with Jay and Dice. I don't feel like explaining the whole thing again.
Yeah. I don't know.
Look at Tony in D.C.
Where's Tony in D.C.? Oh, yeah. Tony saw Jay and Dina Cole in D.C. and thought they were great.
Where were you guys in D.C.?
Improv.
Yeah.
We were the first ones in after the Pentagon thing.
There you go. Bringing some laughter to the Capitol.
It was weird because the first night there was like a Peter Jennings camera crew on stage, like the comedian Jay Mohr pieces together his act to make people laugh.
One of those things.
No, it was nice of him, but you know, you're doing your act and you're going like, remember when you do acid and get high and there's like a camera on Herb from accounting? He's like, no. Everyone's like sitting on their hands. I don't watch porno. Come on, my boss is next to me, stupid, and it's on camera. Will you send Herb up? He watches porno and does acid.
Hey, Dice.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's going on?
Hey. Is everyone mellower today?
We're having fun, Dice.
Can we work this out today?
Hello?
What's there to work out?
Well, you're on the phone. Jay's in the studio.
Yeah, what's he doing there?
He's hanging out. We're having fun.
He's plugging his gig at the Beacon Theater this Sunday.
And we're having a good time.
For a great cause. With Stephen Lynch and Mike DiNicola.
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here.
What was the problem? I don't think there was a problem yesterday. I think, the big thing was made out of nothing.
What do you mean a big thing? I got everybody put the SWAT team surrounding my house.
Now stop it.
What are you talking about? This guy went to detectives, to private investigators. All kinds of stuff is going on
Private
here.
investigators.
You know, I'm like, I'm in the dungeon now.
You're in the dungeon?
Yeah, I'm hanging.
You're in the fruit cellar?
Yeah. I told them they ain't taking me alive.
Were, I see.
Well, what's up with that?
Were any authorities called, Jay? Were any authorities called?
Yeah, the authorities were called. I thought, by the way, I do owe them a shout-out to the 10th Precinct in New York. We had a couple laughs last night. Those guys are the best. And they know, me and Jay are having a problem, but, the detective I talked to thought it was a little more important to go to the disaster site and try to help out there than worry about a fight we're having on the radio.
Uh-huh. Well,
Jay was very nervous that I was going to beat him up, and so I got to apologize to him.
Well, I'm not sure the listeners would believe that I was afraid you're going to beat me up.
Well, that's what it was, or else you want to run to the police. But that's okay. I'm not going to beat you up.
Can I put him on hold to tell you what happened?
From family members.
It's usually the only way to get through, yeah.
All right, hold on, Dice.
You know what I mean?
Dice.
I got everybody in his family calling me,
All right, wait, Dice. Please help us out here.
All right.
You just said what you had to say. Let Jay talk. It is really uncomfortable in the studio right now because
no, I'm very comfortable.
You should see Jay's eyes.
If you were comfortable, you wouldn't run to the police after an argument on the radio.
That's not when I went.
I've had a lot of fights with comics.
All right, wait, Dice, please help me out.
I'm just trying to make a point.
All right, help me out. Let Jay say what he has to say now.
All right.
And then you respond.
I'm cool.
Okay,
but
Jay,
you got to be quiet.
Be quiet.
I'm cool.
All right, Jay Mohr.
My wife called Andrew to say what's between you and Jay is between you and Jay. Don't say my husband's hitting on waitresses and stuff because it kind of makes, we are trying to make a baby.
No, your wife didn't say that. Don't make me play the tape.
Oh, my God.
That's not what you said.
All right, Nicole's in the studio.
Nicole was very nice. She said, we're trying to make a baby. I know you and Jay are having problems. And I said, well, that's very good for you that you want to have a baby. But I got 2 kids that love their father, and they don't want to see me in a casket dead with a nail in it. Isn't that what you said?
No, I said...
Wasn't that your threat?
No, I said...
He was doing an Otto George impression.
Now that you went to the detectives, I got to handle things on this side.
Dice, you ever see Otto and George?
You couldn't handle things like a man. He's going to beat me up there. Tell me, Jim.
I can assure everyone listening that the reason the police were involved had nothing to do with the threat.
All right,
Excuse me.
You know what?
Tell me
why they were involved.
I'm going to go home because this is ridiculous.
No, hold on.
Serious.
Now we got to put you on hold.
All right, hold on.
Now we got to put you on hold. See? Now look what we can do to you.
Okay, go ahead, Jay. He's on hold.
Exactly what happened was that he was very kind to me when I called and asked him to please, if you could, just not say that my husband is, hitting on other women. We're trying to make a baby. And he was very kind. He said, I understand and I apologize and I in no way meant to hurt you in any way, shape, or form. And I really hope you did get pregnant because your husband's going to be in a million pieces.
Oh.
And then he went on to describe how he was going to hurt my husband. And he was very kind and very sweet. Kill my husband.
And he said, we all know what happened to Kinnison when he crossed me.
So...
Was that a line that was... Did Dice say that?
That's in the police report.
He said that to me, and he was very kind through the whole thing, and that's the reason why we called the police.
Dice, did you say you know what happened to Kinnison when he crossed me?
Lying and embellishing this story.
Oh, okay.
Right.
They're making me sound like a hitman from the mob.
Did you say, look what happened? Did you say, look what happened to Kinnison?
I've had lots of fights with comics over the years, like Kinnison and Belzer, professional comics, comics that do this for a living,
The only
and they don't have their wives calling me up. I mean, just the fact he's got his wife there, like his apron, holding his apron strings. Why is his wife even there today?
You know why?
Why does she have to protect you? Why can't you talk to yourself? Don't worry. I'm not going to beat you up. I'm not going to lay a hand on you.
Not
and as far as the girl
I'm not worried about you beating me up.
Jay,
that never crossed my mind.
Jay, as far as the girl situation, I'm not the one that tells you not to leave it in your pants. That's between you two. What do I know what goes on? You know what I mean? You want to lie about me?
No.
You want to tell me you want me in a coffin and I mention you're talking to girls coming out of the bathroom? And that's why you're going to the cops? That's between you two. Honey, if you can't keep it in his pants, that's your problem. But I don't need harassing calls.
That's not what we were talking about.
I don't need harassing calls from a wife and a friend. Who's going to call me today? Your mommy, Jay?
You were very kind to me. It wasn't
exactly. So why are you saying I'm going to blow him into a million people? When this cop was telling me, I'm going,
You said, I hope you got pregnant.
I told the cop what I said I'm going to do to him.
Going to be you said, I hope you got pregnant because your husband's going to be in a million pieces. That made me
upset. I did not say that. You are just lying through your teeth, and you were very upset when you called me.
Oh,
I thought I was very nice to you.
I'm a terrorist.
And you just happen to have a husband that can't stand on his own 2 feet.
No,
I guess we'll see.
I called
and then other people are going, then I'm talking to Opie, and he goes, well, the line he actually said about the coffin line is from Otto and George.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that true, Jay?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
it is true.
Get in the coffin, die. Get in the coffin,
know.
No, wait, time out. Are you going to kill Anthony now because he just said it?
No, wait a minute. I'm supposed to know now that what comic you're taking from, like you used me on Conan. Yesterday you're using Otto and George. What are you, like a cover band? Are you like the cover comic? You cover all the comics material?
Guys, we're all friends with Otto and George, and we all throw around George's lines here on the show.
No, but what I'm supposed to know is what act he's ripping off at the time. Were you doing Otto or the dummy? I mean, am I supposed to know that too?
I'd like to know what any of this has to do with you making my wife cry.
Why is your dumb wife even calling me up?
Oh, Jesus.
Boy, you're building your fan base.
Why is she calling me up? Because all I'm getting is harassing calls on my phone
and that's
from
actually
you.
what women do. This isn't the Middle East. Women stand up for themselves.
From your friend.
This isn't the Middle East. Women stand up for themselves. I did not like what you said, and I asked if we could talk, and you were very cool. You talked to me. This isn't the Middle East.
You know what?
Women
if somebody said to you that they want you in a coffin dead,
I didn't say I wanted you in a coffin dead. I did not say that.
If somebody said that to you,
we can replay the
mention
tapes.
something. I don't know what your anti-Semitic remark was because Opie won't play it back.
Hold on.
Do you happen to remember that?
Dice, we played the whole argument when we first got here today.
Yeah, so what was that remark about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
This has nothing to do.
I think
it has a lot to do with it, Jay.
I think
you know what?
if
you have a comedy fight, that's okay. If you're keeping it to jokes and being funny, because people want to laugh.
Then why did you tell my wife you're going to put me in a million pieces?
You want to coffin dead. You know
I
what?
didn't say I wanted you in a coffin dead. I never said the phrase, I want you in a coffin dead. You're lying.
Did you kill Kenneth?
You know what? Maybe I'm not phrasing it exactly how you would like me to phrase it right now.
I said die, get in the coffin.
You know what I mean?
And that's not a threat.
Oh, die, get in the coffin, that's not a threat?
You've been told that 5,000 times on this show.
In whose opinion?
Everyone's?
No, not everybody. Yours. Just like you embellish to the police, all kinds of nonsense. You're a baby.
I did not embellish a word. This has nothing to do with Jay. I personally did not.
You got every cop in New York working on a disaster, and you're running there because you're afraid that your husband's running. Because I made a comment about girls. You don't think that's as bad as what he said to me?
That wasn't it at all. As a matter of fact, you handled that. You were very kind about it, and we moved on. That's not the reason for the call.
No, but the point is, you don't think that was wrong?
The call is because you threatened my husband. You're messing with my house. I don't like that.
I'll admit, I was very angry at your husband because he wasn't being a comedian. He was just being nasty because he had nowhere to go.
Did you tell my wife you were going to make sure I paid and I was going to die? If not at the Beacon, and that's what happened to Kennison when he crossed you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so now I killed Kennison?
That's what you said.
You said
I made his car go off the road. It was all about me. You're an idiot.
Direct quote.
We
all know what happened to Kennison.
No, it's not a direct quote because everything you're saying is a lie.
Verbatim. I do not embellish. I do not embellish because this is too.
I know you don't embellish. That's why you're in a radio station with him holding your
holding
thing
my
over
hand
there.
Because I am freaked out. He is actually very calm.
Well, what are you freaked out about?
I'm upset.
You're upset that maybe he's playing with other girls, but you know what? He's a very handsome guy.
You threatened to kill my husband.
I'm not killing your husband. I'm not going to go near your husband.
I would love to stoop every hot girl that walks into a comedy club. That's not what my problem is.
All right,
Nicole, let's put that to rest. I'm not gonna go near your husband. I'm not gonna beat him up because I won't hit anybody. Number one, that's not a challenge.
I'm not worried about you beating up my husband.
Which he is definitely not in any way.
If one of your followers don't try to kill him.
No, you wouldn't.
I think Jay could take you, Dice.
It would just be a beating. You know what? Take some bets on that.
I think Jay could take Dice.
Jay couldn't last 60 seconds with me. With the two of you helping him.
Hey, now don't drag me into this.
I drag everybody into it. That's how I am. But as far as the girls, hey, look.
That's not
maybe I'm a little jealous.
Talking about
Jay is.
Dice, we already covered that. I'm not concerned about that. That's not the issue. That is not the issue.
Nicole, what are you trying to get in here? What are you and him a team now? Relax.
Hell no, I'm a student. I'm a 31-year-old woman back in college. I have nothing to do with show business.
I am trying to apologize for upsetting you. If I said something to upset you, I do apologize about that. But he happens to be a very handsome man, and, girls notice him.
Great.
He can't help that.
Great. That is not
What
the
do you think he's on the Regis show? You got 20 million bored housewives watching this guy, playing with that vibrators, going, oh, he's a good-looking guy.
I welcome that. I encourage that. And every now and then, I do one for in honor of. Every now and then, I do one for my husband in honor of the fans. Trust me, it's a good
thing.
This
is what I'm saying. He's a very handsome man.
I don't like it when you tell my husband.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to kill my husband.
All right, so
I'm not killing you. All
right, Dice, so you're not going to kill Jay Mohr, right?
I've never hit anybody.
All right. Dice,
okay?
You're not going to kill Jay.
No, I'm not killing him. I'm not hitting him. I was very aggravated when he said whatever he said about the coffin. I'm sorry I can't quote it correctly for you today, Jay.
The exact phrase was, die, get in the coffin.
And what about the nail, Jay? Did we forget that part?
What nail?
Never said
That's
it.
not part of the Otto and George bit.
You think my kids would be happy with you saying that?
Well.
Do you think I have kids that happen to love that crazy father?
Hey, Dice.
They wouldn't appreciate your little comment.
Dice, the misunderstanding is that Jay was doing a line from Otto and George, and
that's what I'm saying.
And you did not know that.
Put together his own material instead of stealing from every comic.
Well, then you know what? Then Opie and Anthony, you two must be the biggest hacks in the Western world.
Well, I would admit to that in a second.
Because I've heard Dice on the show. You said die, get in the coffin 1,000 times.
Right. You know what? They never said that to me.
Absolutely.
As far as I remember, they have never said that to me.
I remember Dice here live, and I was going to get in the coffin, die.
Now that sounds like the puppet.
Whoa,
Jay. That I would understand.
See, Jay, me and you, I got to get together so I can teach you how to do the puppet better.
No, you got to understand. I got a call from a detective. I actually thought it was you guys playing games with.
Huh? Did you just curse?
Yeah. No.
Did you just curse?
No, I used it in a radio term.
No.
I didn't curse.
You just cursed.
No, but not the way you think.
See, I thought you guys were playing us, so I don't know.
No, I wasn't playing. I'm telling you. I'm talking to Opie. I get a beep, and it's this detective. My boys at the tent.
Right.
There were a lot of laughs. I had a good time with them. And they're going, so this guy comes in, saying he's a big star, Jay Who, and I'm going, no, he's not.
I didn't go anywhere, so that's a lie already.
No, Jay Who, they go, and I go, no, Jay Mohr, he's not a Chinaman.
What?
He's not a Chinaman. Jay Who is a Chinaman.
I don't get it.
Jay Mohr's a
Jay who?
No, he's a Chinaman.
Oh, I get it now.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So where do we leave this?
Well, I'm trying to apologize for something he said.
Okay.
That he fueled the fire. So now what's my move?
What's your move?
Yeah, now I got to take legal action against you.
All right, hold on. So the deal is, so far, we've worked out that you're not going to kill Jay Mohr, right?
No, I'm not going to hurt him in any way.
But you're pissed because Jay...
Because I don't need any more calls. Who's going to call next? His mommy, his brother, kids in the family. Don't hit him.
So now you're upset because the cops called you.
Well, I just think that he could have handled it on his own. You give it a day to rest, and you call me up. I did call
you and you hung up on me.
I was angry at the time. So
I said, can we talk like grown-ups? And you hung up on me.
But why
my wife called you and you said, I hope you did get pregnant because that's the only chance you're going to get because your husband's going to be in a million pieces.
No, not a million pieces.
Yes, it's exactly what you said.
You said, we all know what happened to Kennison when he crashed me.
No, that's correct.
You said, I don't know who your husband knows in New Jersey, but I know more people and they're already working on it. Trust me. Your husband has to look over his shoulder at the Beacon, the Comedy Store, and the Laugh Factory because we will get him. Your husband has to pay. That, my friend, is a death threat that made my wife cry. I'm not afraid for my own safety. But when you bring my family into it and make my wife cry...
When you bring my family into it, you got a problem.
I didn't bring your family into it.
I was trying to say to you.
No, you already admitted I didn't bring your family into it.
I'll say what I said.
I'm talking more than Dice.
Back up what I say. I'm not you.
I gotta pay.
I'm not a little pansy that brings his wife to the radio station. Hold me. Hold me. All right, I'm not going to yell at you. You're not in the business. This is not our fight.
Okay.
What is it?
So I'm not even going to bring you up.
It's like the mob. You're not in the business.
I even told this detective, okay?
Yeah.
I said we were on the radio, and when Jay said what he said to me about being in a coffin, the way I put it, with a nail in it, I got very angry, and I said, I dare you to try to stand toe-to-toe with me at the Comedy Store and say that to my face. I would break both your arms and legs. That's what I would do. And I told that to the detective. I said, but I was very angry, and it was a fight on the radio, and I don't know why this jerk-off is even coming in and talking to you about this.
Jake.
He's supposedly doing a benefit, for this New York cause, and he's wasting your time on this nonsense, on a radio fight?
Dice, why do you got to threaten bodily harm to people? Why you got to be a tough guy?
I'm not the tough guy. He said to me
about...
about...
a tough guy. Nah, everyone...
No, let me explain something.
Yeah.
I'm over here right now, right?
Right.
No, let me explain something.
Okay.
I'm over here.
We're over here.
Because I said.
Right.
You're over there.
Right.
All right, so we're having an argument on the phone.
Sure.
He says something that really pushes a button, aggravates me, because whenever anybody says something about my kid's father to cause bodily harm to me, that will be repercussion.
But my kid's father, wouldn't that be you?
But by last night...
That's you.
What's that?
Your kid's father is you.
You.
What do you mean?
You say things about you.
Why don't you say that when he says things about me?
You got to say my kid's father. It could be the kids have nothing to do with it.
He didn't say it with my kids. He's talking about me.
The kids have nothing to do with it.
No, the kids have everything to do with it.
No.
Dice, you take your Paxil today?
Who is he? You know what I mean? I don't do those things.
All right, so...
I'm very sober.
So are we going to drop this? Are you all right with the cops calling you?
Maybe he should change his name to Jay Less. Maybe he should talk a little less instead of more. Get it? A little less, more.
No.
All right, I don't know even...
Get it? More.
Jay left the studio. Jay left the studio.
Of course he left the studio, and he leaves his poor little wife there to
He'll be right back.
defend for herself.
Please.
You call that a good man?
Oh, he's the best, and he defended me the way I would hope to be defended.
Well, how did he defend you?
Sure I stopped
You're the one
by calling
Do you want to hear your message? Would you like to hear your message? I got it right in front of me. Guys, would you like to hear it?
Great.
Sure. You're recording stuff.
No, it's on the message machine. Here, let me play this for you. I'll play you what his wife said.
I'm in.
All right, here it is.
Paranoid Dice, recording everything.
Yeah.
Here it is.
All right.
Tuesday, 11:12 p.m.
Hi, Andrew. This is Nicole Mohr. I'm Jay Mohr's wife calling. Hey, listen, this has nothing to do with anything else. I am truly, actually, myself, a fan, and...
You see what I mean? The girl's calling me up to tell me she's a big fan.
Right.
Right.
You see what I mean?
I
you need
had
more of the
nothing but
message?
respect when I called you. I had nothing but respect for you when
and I was nice to you, too, as a matter of fact.
Very nice. But then you told me you were going to kill my husband, and I didn't. That, to me, is upsetting. I'm not a person who shakes...
No, but what I was trying to convey is he shouldn't have said what he said.
You can't say you're going to kill people.
And if he didn't say, well, that's why I'm apologizing, because I lost my temper.
I'm not in the business, but one thing I know is that usually when you...
Why are you even paying attention to this nonsense?
Because... you said it to me. It involved me.
Why are you calling me?
You're threatening death, Dice.
No, I wasn't threatening death.
You're like Dice from the
I
movies.
might break a few things if he gets in my face and lays a hand on me.
Dice, you thought you were Fort Fairlane.
Anthony.
What?
If somebody laid a hand on you, would you defend yourself?
But no one laid any hands yet.
No, but I'm just saying to you, you wouldn't defend yourself if somebody tried to hurt you.
No, so there.
So if somebody came over to you and started clubbing you to death, you'd say, oh, have a good time for yourself.
Yeah, for a goof.
As a matter of fact, why don't you start, break all my toes first.
For a goof.
Then my knees, then I want you to rip all the teeth out of my head, put it on a wooden stick, and make it chomp away at my yam bag.
Mine now.
As long as they use some pliers or something. To make it a little more painful? Sure, why not?
All right, look, I'm going to accept Jay's apology.
Well, Jay didn't even apologize. He's not even...
Well, he should apologize, because if he didn't say that thing, none of this misunderstanding would have happened.
He's taken the longest leak in the history of radio.
You talk like you got a gang. The people in Jersey, like you got your feelers out. You talk like a... Oh, when you're a dice all the way. From your first cigarette to your last dying day.
And that's the
when
problem.
you're a jet.
His wife actually got hurt because of the girl comment.
No, it's because you threatened to kill her husband.
No. All right. You want more of the message?
Sure.
All right, here's the whole message.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Can we get Jay in here so we can, get this to end?
Hi, Andrew. This is Nicole Mohr. I'm Jay Mohr's wife calling. Hey, listen, this is completely has nothing to do with anything else. I am truly actually myself a fan, and I just wanted to pass on to you. This is pretty ironic, actually. I really was standing on my head. We really are trying to make a baby right now, me and Jay. And so the part when you were saying that he was hitting on every woman who comes out of the bathroom, that kind of stuff, that was a little hard for me, and I know it is, just you guys are having your disagreements about what you're having a disagreement, and that has nothing to do with me, but just that one little part about, my husband hitting on other women and all that stuff when we're trying to make a baby, that's just a little hard. So I just wanted to ask you, or just put in my 2 cents worth just about that little part that,
Okay, you hear it?
Okay.
All right, so she was upset about the girl thing.
All right, Jay's back in the studio. Could we, wrap this up? And
Well, I'm trying to.
Okay.
So isn't that what upset you, Nicole?
Just
Isn't that what you said on the machine? Yes or no? Answer the jury.
Jury.
Is that what upset me? Yes.
Okay.
But it wasn't because, let me emphatically state, it wasn't because I believed what you said was true. It was because I don't like that kind of, I don't want to be...
Look, I don't know what goes on between you. That's your business. I told you he's handsome.
I basically, no, I have no problem with that. I just basically don't want to be...
As a matter of fact, I got another apology to make. I called him Gilligan yesterday. And that's not true. As a matter of fact, he should be the leading man. He should remake movies like Elvis did, like Girls, Girls, Girls. You know what I mean? Girls in the morning, girls in the evening, walking and wiggling by... Come on, sing it, Jay. You know the song.
Insane.
My concern was not at all about what my husband was doing.
In the parking lot, at that factory.
That's all.
All right, I'm just goofing around. I'm trying to make light of this. Come on.
Why don't we all just shut up and let Jay and Dice just talk for a minute?
All right, let's talk,
And then maybe we can move on with our radio show today, okay?
All right, come on. You got a big benefit you got to do.
Jay Mohr.
You privately, without me in the room, told my wife you were going to kill me, and that upset my wife very much and made her cry.
All right, but let's get this clear. I did not say I was going to kill you.
Dice, you need to be quiet until he's done.
No, but I want to get the facts straight.
You'll be able to respond.
Oh, like
I don't fear, Dice, I don't fear you doing bodily harm on me, but I know you got guys around you that are crazy enough that when I'm waiting for my car at the valet, they could club me in the back of the head with a golf club because they want to open for you all over the country. So when that happened and my wife starts crying because maybe she's pregnant, is he on hold right now? Oh. So when you say we all know what happened to Kinnison, you're just saying ridiculous things.
Okay? That's what I was saying to you on the radio, that you would never have the guts to stand in front of me.
Well, we'll see.
That's what I was saying. You have the guts
you
to
can say
stand in front of me.
You know what, Dice? You can say anything you want.
You know what I mean? I don't know where you're coming up with guys around me that are going to do things. Nobody's doing anything to you. And I know you got a little afraid, and I know you're that kind of guy.
What kind of guy is that, Dice?
You're a little sissy, little sissy Mary. But I could still like you.
And let's not forget, in your apology, you called my wife dumb and called out my mother.
I apologize. Once again, she got me a little angry.
Okay.
So she's a very smart girl.
By being kind? She's so kind it freaked you out and bothered you?
She's a very nice girl.
Listen, you played the message. You played the message to defend yourself, and it sounded like she was really kind on the answering machine.
She was very kind. That's why I played the message. And in that message, she stated that what really bothered her, she doesn't care what's going on with us, that I mentioned the thing about the girls at the Comedy Store. But you know what? I call it the way I see it. And if you want to play games with me and talk about that I should be in a coffin, well, I'm going to pull the plug. Say this guy wants to hit below the belt, I'll hit below the belt.
I don't think anybody hit below the belt.
So don't tell me you don't stand out there and play with the little girls. That's your problem, okay? Don't make me give exact quotes, because then she'll know I'm telling the truth. So if you want to end this thing, let's end this thing. I'm calling to apologize. You're being a hump about it.
I haven't actually said anything.
Well, that's what I mean. You got to apologize back.
What?
I don't think I have room in my heart to apologize to somebody that made my life.
Well, then maybe I don't have room in my heart.
Well, fantastic.
All right,
you know what I mean?
So nothing got settled today.
I think the truth just really hurts. You want to call the cops and embellish like I got a gang, which I don't. I'm a comic for 23 years. I never hit one other person, not one other comic, nobody. I don't know what you've been doing, but that's not how I operate. But I do stand up for myself. And what you said on the air yesterday was wrong. And you can't even cop to that. You couldn't even cop to the fact that you used the line on the Conan show. If at least you said, all right, Dice, I used the line, I wasn't doing impression, I'd say, all right, it's not the first time, you know, and that would have been the end of it. But you couldn't cop to it. You couldn't think of anything comedic, so you start with the die, get in the coffin with a nail in it.
And
that's when I pull the plug.
All right, we've heard all that, so...
I know, but he keeps going, I can't find room in my heart. I'm the one trying to let this go.
All right, so...
because I'm the one getting calls yesterday
Yeah, because you're the one that told my wife...
from the police.
Because you're the one that told my wife that she was going to find me in a million pieces.
I was going to kill you.
You said you're going to find me in a million pieces. We all know what happened to Kinnison when he crossed me. Your husband
I had fights with
Your
Kinnison.
husband has to pay.
I had fights with Belzer.
And if not me...
I had fights with Jay Leno.
And if not me, someone that I know will get your husband. Whether it's at the Beacon...
Then you know what?
All right, then my wife's a liar. Then I'm married to a liar. And
then your wife isn't that nice, and she's lying to your face, okay?
All right, well, you called my wife...
Any of those things.
During your apology, you called my wife stupid, and you called out my mother.
But that's the way it is.
You've apologized to me by calling my wife stupid and calling out my mother.
No, I didn't call out your mother.
You just said, who's going to call me next? Your mommy?
Yeah, I said, who's going to call me? Your mommy? Who's next?
All right.
You know, that's me trying to lighten things up and go, who's going to call me? Your bigger brother? I mean, what's going on here with you? Are you that insecure? Are you that afraid that you really think I'm going to beat you up?
No, my physical safety was never a concern.
I would approach you and just lift my hands like some street animal and hurt you? Is that what you really believe?
No.
Okay, so why are we even going into that? Why did it even go that far?
Because you told my wife. You told my wife in private.
It wasn't about that. He said it was about the fight you were having with your wife about other women.
That's a lie. You know,
really
you want to know? Put him on hold for a second. I know he'll interrupt me here. The detective told me Dice is a Jewish kid from Brooklyn that took a lot of beatings. I know this because I was one of the guys that gave him a beating. That's what the detective told me. Your buddy's in the 10th.
Well, we know that's not true. There's another lie.
Okay, well...
But you know something? Will I admit
let's call
that
Billy Mack. He was there.
Will I admit I got scars all over my body from beatings I've taken? Yeah, I've gotten beat a lot. And that's why I'm certainly not afraid of a little guy like you, a little wimp guy that stands behind his wife's coattails and hides there.
All right. Well,
if you would have came clean, this whole thing would have been over. But you can't even do that now.
Guys, they don't even nail coffins shut anymore, do they?
No,
I can bring that up.
I'm trying to be a nice guy here.
Hey,
factual here.
Anthony, this just in, CNN is doing dick jokes today.
Are they?
Yes.
Hey, Beacon Theater Sunday. It's a big benefit. All the proceeds are going to Rescue Company #1. They lost 11 firefighters. So we're going to give all the money to those guys so they can buy ladders. There's no truck in the garage anymore.
It got squished, yeah.
Yes,
very important cause.
And we'll all be there Sunday. Jay Mohr, Stephen Lynch, and Mike DiNicola at the Beacon Theater.
Dice, are you going to have Jay killed at the Beacon gig?
No, I'm not doing anything to Jay.
We can know that Jay will not be killed at that gig.
I would like to say...
God.
You're not going to pull an Abe Lincoln or anything, are you?
No, I'm just going to do what I got to do on this end to protect myself from
him. There's Dice with the Abe Lincoln.
Because in my opinion...
Why do you say I'm a pussy? I don't understand why you say I'm a pussy and I'm a homo and I'm a pansy boy. But then why do you have to protect yourself from me?
Okay, listen.
Then why would you have to protect yourself from a pansy?
No, what I'm going to do, I'm going to protect myself legally because what you set up, according to people I spoke to, is that if you do now approach me at the Comedy Store and you attack me and I hit you, that it's on record that I hit you. You see what I mean?
No, I don't know what that means.
I'm just going to put, a little lean against you, if you know what I mean.
Oh, all right,
if you want to play that game.
We have to play commercial.
Since you're not man enough to just go, hey, Dice, it was a misunderstanding.
What's a misunderstanding about making my wife cry by telling her you're going to kill me?
You make her cry. I'm not the one standing at the Comedy Store going, I'm really horny. My wife is gone for 6 weeks. I'm going to have a good time. That's not me. That's you, my
first of all, I don't hit on the waitresses. We can get Ralphie May on the phone, who's with me at the Comedy Store all the time.
Ralphie May.
Yeah, why? Because he's going to say what's true?
Why does this always get back to Ralphie May, Anthony?
Because Ralphie May's the guy that he brought up.
Okay.
And I don't hit on the waitresses. I don't even know the waitresses.
No,
I don't even know anybody at the Comedy Store. And you know what? When I go to the Comedy Store, I go on first out of respect to you.
Just like you lied about everything yesterday, you're lying right now.
Hey, for the people listening in Washington, Anthony, we have some Jane's Addiction tickets to give away. We got a couple pairs, matter of fact. Winner receives a pair of tickets to see Jane's Addiction with special guests live Saturday night at Nissan Pavilion. Tickets still available through Ticketmaster and SFX.com. But we got a couple pairs for some random callers in the Washington area, okay? Dice.
East Coast, West Coast.
This is East Coast, West Coast
Well, I'm
comedy
trying to
thing
make this
happening
right.
here.
Dina Cola got clipped the other night. That was me. I'm coming for you.
All right, listen, we got to take a break, Dice.
Well, let's make this right, Joe. Let's end this. We gave them a great show.
I didn't really say much.
Let's make this right. Come on now. Come on, boy Chico.
We're
You know you still love me through thick and thin.
we're going to break in 10 seconds.
9.
Jay?
Jay, come on now.
7.
I have
Look at
nothing
your
to say.
wife. Let it go.
Got nothing to say.
I have nothing to say.
What do you think Yom Kippur's about? The Day of Atonement. You forgive everybody.
You threaten death, it's a police matter.
All right, well, we have to take a break, Anthony.
All right.
Thank you, Dice.
All right, goodbye.
Antonio.
Amy.